Welcome to the What It Do podcast. I am Joe,
I'm Greg.
and god damn it, this feels good. This
It
feels
does.
good to
It
be
does.
doing finally.
It really does.
Just a little bit going into the name before we get started. This is something, if you know us, more of a personal kind of inside joke we have with
For
each
sure.
other. Nothing super serious, nothing really behind it. It's just something we like saying, so we figured we'd throw it on a cast. If you want to go into the date and the posting schedule.
Yeah, so today's date is actually January 20th, Martin Luther King Day.
Rest in peace, my dog Martin.
The reason we're recording today is just it's following some of the football playoff games, but then we got that 2-week break before the Super Bowl, so we're going to actually post this, and you guys will be hearing it on January 28th. Following that, we will be posting every week and recording the day or two before the post actually gets sent out.
For real. So now we're going to, before we get started in the main points, we want to discuss some goals we had for this and personally what we wanted to get from this. A goal I think we both had, obviously just have some fun with this.
Absolutely.
Have a good time, make some people laugh, piss each other off, something like
course.
that.
Our one rule, we are not allowed to get offended.
No.
And hopefully that extends to you guys as viewers.
We do apologize if you do, but I am not easy to offend.
Yeah, we're going all out.
We're going to go at it. A personal goal for mine is we have talked about with our logo, some merchandising, obviously, some stickers, simple stuff. A goal for me, I want to see someone out in public that I don't really know wearing something when we make it down in the future. But I mean, once we do, we'll keep everybody updated on when that stuff coming out and ideas
Absolutely,
and stuff
yeah.
they like, we like.
My personal goal would be to get verified on Twitter. I know it's a big one, but I think that's a
Clout
good one to
chasing or
set.
what?
Oh, hell yeah.
You
Hell
clout
yeah.
chasing? Okay, so and then really the layout of the episode is we have a couple big points that we want to talk about, more serious sports-related points. We are going to throw in some kind of funny segments to help you guys get to know us a little better. But other than that, it should be pretty laid back, pretty chill, and should be a pretty good episode. So we really hope you guys enjoy it.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All right, so I think the best place to start off would be with a Super Bowl preview, and the best place to start with that would probably be to go back over the games. So we're starting with the Tennessee Titans visiting the Kansas City Chiefs. Final score, 24-35. We did not get our underdog Titans into the bowl.
Did not get those Titans in.
Fortunately, I do want to start off with, I think it's a good representation of the game, actually. So I'm going to tell you the stat line of the two quarterbacks, but I'm not going to give you the name. And You're going to tell me who was who.
Okay.
So for one, I have somebody that went 23 for 35 for 294 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a quarterback rating of 120.4.
Okay.
The other one went 21 for 31 for 209 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a rating of 108.1. Neither quarterback threw a touchdown.
I mean, those are both great stat lines.
Absolutely.
Like, I would take those, especially knowing one of those is Ryan Tannehill and he had Derrick Henry in the backfield.
Absolutely.
I would have told you Titans won the game off that.
Absolutely.
Because I would have thought Derrick Henry was going for about 200.
Absolutely.
And that is not what happened.
It is not.
I'm assuming Tannehill was the 209.
He was.
Okay. Yeah.
So Mahomes had a pretty good game. So did Tannehill.
Mahomes' difference maker was those legs.
Absolutely.
56 rushing yards,
Led his team in rushing yards.
which is not a lot, but every single one of those,
They were always on third
that's
down.
a third down, keeping the drive live, and
Absolutely.
you could not
Killed
keep
a
that
lot of
offense
clock.
on the field.
Yeah. First half, the Titans had, I think it was a 9-minute drive that just looked like they were kind of imposing their will. They were up at the time.
And then done the entire playoffs.
And then the Chiefs kind of had that one of their own, and it was all on the back of Mahomes there. He's getting a lot of love because everyone thinks he's so amazing. It's really not what we saw last year in his MVP year of making these unreal throws. It's more of just extending plays, being a game manager.
He's doing what he's got to do to win.
He's very good.
Keeping his defense off the field.
It's very good.
And when you got Derrick Henry on the other side,
Yeah,
that's what you got to do.
That was a big thing. The Chiefs' defense was very vocal about they were going to try to shut him down.
And
obviously,
19 carries for 69 yards, average
Kept him to
3.5 in a
three,
carry.
yeah.
I'd take that.
Yeah,
his longest
absolutely.
rush was 13 yards.
Yeah,
That is hard to do, especially with the games he's been having.
big man.
Hard to do. I do want to shout out my guy Tyrann Mathieu, 9 tackles.
some big hits.
That's-
Was it Corey Davis that he laid out?
He whacked
Ryan Tannehill
the hell
set
out of
him
him.
up for
Yeah,
failure.
when he let that ball go, he knew what was about to happen.
Yeah. I do want to make a point on Frank Clark. That man was,
Frank Clark,
just
shut your
speaking.
goddamn mouth.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Talked a lot of smack. Talked a lot of shit going into the week. Talked a lot of shit after the game.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, he was talking.
How many tackles did Frank Clark have?
Oh, it's in there somewhere.
I got it right here. Let's see. Frank Clark.
He was talking.
He had 4 tackles. One of them was a solo.
Yeah. He was talking like he was, going to take Derrick Henry, take him out of the game himself. And I don't think while watching that game that he once tackled him
solo.
It was always with 2 or 3 guys for help.
Yeah.
And then he'd get up celebrating like what the corners do when they play absolutely horrible defense and he gets thrown out of bounds and they celebrate like they did something fantastic.
I mean they won, so I guess it looks a little better, but
yeah, it'll be a good Super Bowl. I think it's going to be probably the best matchup we could have gotten
from the teams left. Yes. Yeah.
It's
I really wanted them Titans though. What a
Yeah.
story. Mike Vrabel. We will not get to see him cut his penis off.
Really wanted to see that.
I was a big...
Well, okay.
I didn't want to see him cut his
Didn't want to read. I did want to read the
about
story.
it, though.
Definitely would. That's commitment. Players coach. We're still all talking about how he's players
Scares
coach.
the shit out of me, too.
Absolutely.
Like, super scary.
First success story out of the childs or the umbrella of Bill Belichick, even though he's a player, not a coach. But
yeah, I mean...
It's going to be interesting to see
Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah,
that's a little Belichick success.
Shout out to Netflix for that.
Yeah, thank you, Netflix, for that.
And then I do just want to make a point that Kansas City is actually, they opened up as the 1.5 point favorite in Vegas.
Not sure how that was decided.
Not sure on that one.
Not sure at all how that was decided. I mean, I guess, and we can talk about that when we get into the other game.
Yeah.
There's some points I want to make about that. But yeah, I don't think it should be lopsided either way, but not sure how you went with Kansas City.
Yeah, I don't know.
Early, I'm not betting on the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I'm not taking.
I mean, did
no,
not.
That would help me because I would bet. I hate the Niners and I hate the Chiefs, but
right. I mean, for 4 quarters, the Chiefs did not play good football. They played for about 2.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe 2.5. I mean, the first half was all Titans, not all Titans, but I mean, it was they had control of the game. They were playing from ahead, and then in the second half, Kansas City, it was just impossible to not let them get a first down. They're just too fast.
But I mean, if Mahomes extends the play that long, one of those guys is getting open.
Yeah.
And the dude can throw it about
and
900 yards.
Yeah.
With no step into it or anything. Jesus.
Yeah, it's tough task for any team. I wish I saw Tennessee there. I really wish I saw the Bills there.
Yeah, but, Bills Mafia. Shout out you, honestly.
Yeah, big time.
I wanted tables broken, but
absolutely
all we got was hearts. Yeah, that's all we got.
All right, you want to move on to the next game?
Let's run into this.
All right.
Dog shit of a game.
Yeah, it really wasn't much of a game. San Francisco 49ers versus the Green Bay Packers. I am so happy that the score ended with not Aaron Rodgers winning. Did not want to see a State Farm Bowl. I hate Aaron Rodgers. Disclaimer, I used to like him because he's on my fantasy team, took me to Super Bowl. But as a Bears fan, fuck Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, we'll play your game now. Tell me this stat line, which quarterback was which here.
Okay.
37-29ers. One of them.
29ers?
49ers. 6 of 8, 77 yards.
Yeah, I already know the answer.
Yeah.
About this yesterday.
31 of 39.
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G is the proof that the New England Patriots are the most system quarterback driven cult I've ever seen in my life.
Absolutely.
Are you fucking kidding? 6 of 8 for 77 yards in the NFC Championship game, and you won by 17.
And everyone's like, "Oh, Tannehill's not even throwing. You can't trust
him." I mean,
him.
they didn't,
but he didn't have to.
He rushed for 29.
This is the same game.
Mostert rushed for 29 carries, 220 yards, 7.6 a carry, and 4 scores. You didn't have to.
You can't get mad about it.
But don't give me this stupid. Oh, what a comeback story!
Oh no, absolutely.
Oh, shut up.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's a lot.
I will throw out for Jimmy G after he did have a lovely dinner with that lovely female actress who might have been a porn star.
Actress. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta respect him for that.
Absolutely. I think it's big.
Don't think it's fair. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
But
that's what it's about.
There's a lot of stuff about Aaron Rodgers not having help. I mean, his running back ran for 12 carries, 56 yards. But I mean, when you're behind the whole game, and
you're not gonna run the ball.
You can't stop.
Big on defense.
Devontae Adams did 90% of the work, though.
I mean, I said going into this game, the Niners are a terrible matchup for the Packers. I mean, the Packers are good at 2 things this season, and that was running the football and stretching the field with that, and then Devontae Adams out of the slot. And that is pretty much the two things that the Niners are really, really good at defending.
Yeah, I mean, I will give props to Aaron Rodgers because I believe he only got sacked.
Fuck Matt LaFleur, by the way.
All right, chill out. He only got sacked 3 times and should have been sacked about 13.
Did have 2 fumbles, though. Or
3 fumbles.
3. No, was it 4 and then only
it was
one
3 and 1 was recovered.
Yeah, 3 and 1 was recovered. I mean,
so
very un-Rodgers-like on that
part.
part.
I mean, they were on his ass.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't, like, I hate Jimmy Graham. I think he's a joke.
Absolutely, he's washed.
He is washed as hell.
I do want to give a lot of credit to Kyle Shanahan. I mean, that man is a very good football mind. He was really good when he was in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of just playing Madden up in the booth,
Don't
really.
like, yeah.
Granted, he's had some pretty good weapons, but obviously it makes a difference because, I mean, look at where the Falcons were now without him, and then the Niners with him are very good.
I don't like his dad.
Yeah, well, he's not involved right now.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit, though. That's,
I know you don't like George Kittle, but just...
Fuck you, George Kittle. That's all I have to say.
That's from Joe, not from me. I like you very much. I had you back-to-back years in fantasy. Love you.
George Kittle will hold every single play and never get called. I don't know what you have to do to call this man for holding.
I mean, he does sometimes bear hug.
That's holding.
I understand. Like, he gets outside and
so
he doesn't get
don't
inside.
Don't tell me he's that good when he's holding.
But he isn't. I mean, when he plays inside and like on seals or if he has to, like, he's one of the better tight ends in the league in blocking. When you also are good at pass catching, you can't argue that. But when he goes outside on a linebacker or a corner or DB or whatever, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying it's justified to hold. I absolutely agree with you. There's missed calls on that, and a lot of the plays that went long were because there was holding on the outside.
Oh, and I fucking hate him too because he had this horrific ankle injury. Like, the dude was playing on like a shattered leg. They played that up. Dude's ankle was sprained.
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah, he was fine. So
he was sprinting down the field.
Yeah, so don't give me
He
that.
had like 30 that week.
Yeah, don't give me that, George Kittle.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to go into the matchup of the actual Super Bowl?
Yeah, let's get into.
Because I mean, I think again, like I had said this watching the game, I think the Chiefs and the Packers actually have a very similar style of offense. Just the Chiefs are much faster and it's much more effective. When it comes to swinging the running back out, getting them out in open space, a quarterback that extends the play. I don't think necessarily the Devontae Adams slot thing is the same, but like, the Chiefs are just a different offense. Huh?
Devontae Adams is not even in the game.
I understand that. I'm saying,
I'm not sure what the hell you're
alluding to my previous comment about Devontae Adams. Anyway, I mean, the Chiefs are just a different offense that you can't really imitate. It's kind of like the Golden State Warriors. Like, they're just faster than you. They're better than you. They're more talented. They're going to run by you. I mean,
I am concerned, though, if that rush gets to Patrick Mahomes, you can't extend the play, then it's...
Absolutely. I mean, the Niners have a very natural rush. I don't think they're going to have to blitz a lot.
Joey Bosa might or might not be racist. He's going to see Jimmy G back there and be foaming at the mouth.
He's a very good football player.
Oh, that's fine. So
was
OJ.
I mean, the Niners they've got a very natural pass rush, and like the Titans had to blitz a lot, and that's where they got themselves in trouble.
Yeah. Because
when it either got picked up or Mahomes read it, they burned him on it, and I think that's not going to be a problem for the Niners. I think they have very athletic linebackers in the secondary, and I think that I mean, I'm not a fan of Richard Sherman. But
I do not.
The guy's
like Richard Sherman.
Pretty good at football.
Pretty good in zone coverage.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that helps take away from. I mean, the way to beat Patrick Mahomes is play man. But I mean, if you have to play zone, and I'm not going to be upset.
I'm letting you know right now. If they man up Sherman on just about anybody, he's getting torched.
I understand that, but I think the natural pass rush of that defensive front for the Niners is going to be a very big problem for Mahomes.
I want to see Tyrann Mathieu on George Kittle.
Going to be very good
because George Kittle's not getting away with the holding on Tyrann Mathieu.
I think the matchup of Kelsey and Kittle as just tight ends is really good.
Oh my God, I don't like Kelsey either.
Which one do you like better?
If I had to pick one, I like Kelsey better than Kittle, but I extremely dislike both.
He's prettier than Kittle.
Yeah, I'm not sexually attracted to either, but
I'm just saying.
Kelsey, shout out to him.
Kelsey had his own dating show, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know, but shout out to him. He has got a beautiful mixed wife. Believe she's mixed, not sure, but props to him for that because hell yeah. But
it's all you, Chief.
That's yeah.
I
if I had to pick a winner right now, I'm going 49ers by 10.
Yeah, I
don't
see the Chiefs winning this game.
I don't either.
If
Mahomes goes full Paul Crew again with that run, like, what the hell was he doing?
I mean, yeah, he can, and that's going to be the thing. Is like if Mahomes is comfortable there, I think
if Mahomes is comfortable, that Chiefs could win.
Chiefs definitely win.
Chiefs win.
But I just don't think the Chiefs have the defense to win it. I really don't.
I don't need. I mean, if they let Mostert or whatever, however you say his last
exactly.
name, if he goes for, I say kind of a Derrick Henry situation. If he goes for 150, I'm gonna put the bar at 150. If he gets 150 rushing yards, there's no way the Chiefs win.
I would agree.
Because Jimmy G is good enough to distribute the ball. I don't think you can put it all in the back of Jimmy G. But you give him some help. He's good enough to win.
Yeah, I think he'll do the job. He'll he'll full on fulfill that. Do you want to this is one of the things I told you I was going to surprise you with. Do you want to make a point on the Kelsey Kittle note? Breaking news. It's not actually official yet, but I'm counting it as official. You heard it here first, folks. Eric Ebron is going to sign with the Chicago Bears this offseason.
I do not.
And the Bears are going to have a great tight end again. He wants to be in Chicago.
Why?
We are in need of a tight end.
To watch Mitch Trubisky shit the bed for another year?
I'm not trying to talk about the Bears right now because it's not relevant. But
yeah, because we're in playoff football, so we don't ever need to be talking about the Bears.
Accurate. But we are going to have a 6'4", 245-pound tight end.
Oh my, no one.
That we can toss the ball up to in the red zone when we can't go anywhere else.
You're not going to be in the red zone. You were averaging like 8 yards a half.
Mitch Trubisky.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And Eric Ebron went to UNC at Chapel Hill.
Who gives a damn?
Go Tar Heels. That's all I want to say.
Oh, my God. Shut your mouth.
Go Bears.
Yeah, sure. Well, good luck with that.
All right. Is that it? You good?
I mean, that's...
So we're both calling Niners?
I'm going to give you a score. I'm going to give you...
Did you make a bet with Zoe, by the way, on the game?
No.
Oh, I bet him, but I don't think we were serious.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell.
Don't pay him.
I know, I won. I told him the Packers were going to lose.
Oh, yeah, he's not going to pay you.
Yeah, anyway. Go back, go. Fucking bug.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the score. I'm going to get 34-24 Niners.
Yeah, if I had to pick Super Bowl squares, let me think. 35-27. But yeah, Niners. I think Niners all the way. But I'm very excited. I think it'll be a good matchup, good game.
Yeah, it should be. So it's Super Bowl. I'm looking for commercials.
True.
I like those edgy commercials where it's like they let you do that.
Yeah.
And then you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
It makes you remember them.
Coin toss. Who wins? And what is it? Heads or tails?
I mean, tails never fails. Chiefs are gonna win, and then they're gonna score on the first drive, and we're like, oh shit, and then it's not gonna happen.
Okay. Does Tyreek Hill, if they lose, beat his kid? Over under?
I don't think it matters of the outcome of the game. I'm just gonna say yes.
Yeah, we can agree on that.
Did want to make a point though on the Niners and Packers game. You know, like all the mean social media was blowing the Packers up, and I loved every second of it.
That is so funny.
And I mean, the game was never really a game, except for that like split second in the fourth.
Yeah,
when it was only 11 points, and
you had Aaron Rodgers.
I'm like,
you were expecting some.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, he might do it. Yeah. He might do it. Like, it gave me flashbacks to week 1 of last year with the Bears. I mean, the guy left the game, came back, and just torched us. And it made me scared for a half second, and I think the Niners scored again or something. I'm like, all right, we're good.
I mean, if Aaron Rodgers could ever give a damn, then that would be nice.
He don't care. All right, we're moving on. So we're actually going to move on to our first segment. This is Joe's brainchild. We're calling it Way Too Early. This theme is going to be for the college football playoff. Shout out to Joe Burrow, Coach O, and the LSU Tigers. Go Tigers. Big time rooting for them. Congrats to the state of Louisiana.
Yeah. No.
Never really was a game. They kind of took control. I mean, again, like
Sunshine, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. We'll
Thanks
get
for
into
stopping by.
We'll get into it, but so
yeah,
the style of this
we're
gonna do our
2020.
Our top 4 for the 2020 to 2021, and then our first 2 out as well. We'll go back and forth, give a little reasons. It's probably gonna be pretty similar.
I think it
6
will be.
Teams.
I mean, it's pretty much is every year.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of hard to see anyone different. But
Yeah.
I guess we'll get. You want to go first? Do you want to do?
You want me 1 or you want 6 first? Which one do you want?
Go 1. I think it's not as. I think it's more fun that way.
All right, so at number 1, I got Alabama next
Okay.
year. A couple reasons. I mean, Nick Saban's not a loser. Nick Saban, it's a reason this is the only playoff they've missed. Did they miss this or they missed?
They might have missed another one.
Either way.
I think they missed one. No, I don't know.
I don't know, but
Doesn't matter.
They're mostly in it. Also, Georgia and LSU are really their only games I was looking at. And
Yeah.
Athens, Georgia, basically said, "Fucking see ya,"
Yeah.
because they're losing Jake Fromm, their running back, Andrew Thomas, like.
Yeah,
they're losing a lot.
Big offensive play. That was.
And that dude from Wake Forest, like he's not
No, he's nothing.
what do you? Yeah.
No.
The questions I do have about Alabama, I guess, is Mac Jones real? I like to think he is.
I wrote down. I mean, they're losing Tua, which is obviously a hurt. Like he's gonna probably have a really good career in the NFL.
Yeah.
As long as he stays healthy. But I mean, they have 3 guys going for the quarterback, and it's Mac Jones is.
I feel like it's Mac Jones' job to lose.
It is. But they also have freshman Bryce Young, who's supposed to be like sensational.
He is Adam Mater die. Very good.
Yes. So I mean,
very good.
And Trevor Lawrence kind of pulled on the freshman gig, so I mean, like I could see them trying to throw it in there. They also have Tua's brother. I think it's Talia
or some.
Yeah. Shit. I mean, he's supposed to be just as good as Tua.
Yeah, I mean,
they're up there. So
I think Mac Jones gets it.
Yeah.
I would not see them hesitant to pull him if he's
absolutely. But it'll be interesting. I had Bama at 3 for me. I think they'll have a really good year. I'm like
assuming Bama's undefeated. The only challenge I really see for them is they are at LSU. Yeah, it's a tough place to play.
Yeah,
Coach Joe's gonna have them coached up. They are losing some receivers though, so that.
Yeah, that's big. But I mean, they lose people every year. And
yeah, I mean they got
as good.
Great recruiting classes.
Who do you have as your number 2?
Number 2, I have Clemson.
Okay.
Really on the basis of their schedule is easy as hell.
Yeah, it always is.
Always is. The only game I see a problem, but this team never performs under the spotlight. Notre Dame. They're at Notre Dame at night.
Yeah, Notre Dame is not real. I want them to be.
They're not.
They're just not.
And they're returning Trevor Lawrence, Etienne, Justin Ross.
Yeah, they have a very young class.
Yeah,
I think I saw something that it was like they had 80+ underclassmen this year. Like that's insane.
That's stupid.
They're gonna be pretty much just as good. They really haven't lost
Trevor
anyone.
Lawrence and Dabo Swinney are people that I don't like now, but I would like once they're gone.
Yes, like looking back, like
Tom Brady, I hate him. Once Tom Brady retires, probably a decent guy, but
I can get behind that.
Tom Brady French kisses his son. We're not about that.
That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, so that's I think Alabama, Clemson. I think my top 3 are undefeated. I think 4 through 6 have 1 loss. Who do you have at number 2?
Number 2, I also had Clemson. I have some big questions on Trevor Lawrence. I think we saw this year. He has his faults.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think he's as sensational as we thought when we first saw him. But at the same time, I think he's still very, very good. There's no reason for them not to be top contenders again this year. So I agree with you at number 2. Who do you have as your number 3?
Number 3, I have Ohio State.
Yeah, they're my number 1.
Really, the Big Ten's weak this year. I don't think the Big Ten's super strong.
It is. I mean, they're going to walk through it.
You would assume. Justin Fields' second year in the system now.
Second year, the Heisman. It's going to be a Heisman Bowl again.
Yeah.
Between him and Lawrence.
He looks good. They are at Oregon.
That'll be a game.
In Autzen, that could be a game.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it.
It's a tough place to play.
Definitely.
Early season. This is a big one for me. They are playing Iowa in October.
No one can
will
beat Iowa in October.
Ruin your season in October for no reason.
I didn't even realize that. Okay, Ohio State's not number 1. They are not going. They're going to lose to Iowa.
It's a dream killer.
Yes.
And they're at Penn State, which
Penn State got Sandusky again. They're done. They're done.
I don't think they got said. They might said, but I'm saying like at Penn State, that place gets crazy.
Oh, that whiteout is insane. It's one of the biggest stadiums in the country. It would not want to play there either.
But if I had to pick a game for them to lose, I'm taking Iowa.
Definitely.
I will take Iowa every time.
Am I going to be 21 then? No, I won't. Damn, I can't bet that. Bet that all the way.
Yeah, no, you got to bet that.
All right, so
you said you had Bama.
Yeah, so that was our 1 through 3 is kind of just shuffled around.
I have all those undefeated. If I had to pick one to lose, it'd be Ohio State.
I can get behind that. I think looking at your paper, your number 4 is the same as mine. You're gonna be happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Florida. Is the biggest surprise. So that's our second SEC team in the playoff. They really aren't losing anybody. They kind of got screwed over. I feel like the committee kind of hates them.
Oh, committee hates Florida.
Definitely.
I don't know why, but they hate this team.
But I mean, yeah, they're really not losing a lot of guys, and you know, the recruiting classes are just getting better and better. They're getting a brand new facility.
Oh, it's so. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I'm the one that showed you.
Okay.
It looks insane.
It is
You haven't seen it?
literally
Check it out.
ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, they do have LSU at home, and then they have Georgia.
I am telling you right now, the Swamp has to be one of the hardest places to play.
Oh,
after going to that game,
going
against
anywhere in
Auburn
the
last
SEC
year,
is going to be hard.
Oh
to play,
my god.
I mean, oh yeah, you did go to that game. That's crazy.
Oh, that's Arizona football is stupid.
Don't even.
Like the
that
atmosphere.
Can we even consider that Division 1? Like, come on now. Hold on.
Not compared to that. That was insane.
Yeah, no, that's.
I am going to say that they're returning the best quarterback in the SEC. I'm going to flat out say it. Kyle Trask. Went into Death Valley, threw for over 300 yards, had LSU on the ropes for, I'm going to give him 3 quarters.
Yeah, no, that was probably the LSU's toughest game this year.
Oh, for
arguably. Sure. I was scared for LSU then.
Trayvon Grimes returning.
Yeah, I mean they've
great
got
backs. They need some guys.
They've got the pieces.
Offensive linemen.
Yeah.
No,
they've got the pieces. I'm excited. They're probably going to take the East from Georgia.
I'm going to say Florida's loss is to Alabama in the SEC championship game. They both go in undefeated, and Florida loses a close game if Florida gets in. That's
now I feel like if that's the situation, I guess yeah, but the committee hates Florida. That's an easy reason to kick them out.
But I'm gonna say throw them a bone. The only game and the only 2 things I'm worried about with Florida is I'm saying at Florida State is like a maybe. That is the only game that I see because a rivalry game.
Florida State was pretty bad this year, though.
I mean, they got rid of Willie Taggart, though.
Yeah.
And you can't be worse than Willie Taggart. And Florida tends to play down to their opponents.
Yeah, that is true.
So if they do that early on and they get shocked, then they're out because they hate Florida. So.
All right, moving on. Who'd you have at 5?
5, I have Oklahoma.
Yeah, no, can't do it.
Can't get behind.
Can't do it.
I have Oklahoma because I think Spencer Rattler is a baller. Spencer Rattler is good. Could be considered for the Heisman.
I hate Oklahoma. I liked Baker Mayfield. I know you like Kyler Murray as a Cardinals fan.
Right.
Could not stand the Jalen Hurts move. I didn't like him at Bama. I mean, I know he did great, but the Big 12 is kind of a joke. I mean, you have
kind
Baylor
of is. I did put that. I think they have a pretty weak schedule. The only concerns is obviously their defense. Like,
yeah, I mean, they go into it every year.
sure.
They're kind like they get one good guy on defense, which was their linebacker who's going to the draft, and they kind of just don't do anything else with their defense, and then put everything into their offense. Which I mean, their O-line's always great. They usually have a pretty good running back.
It works in the Big 12, but once you play these other teams, as we saw against LSU,
exactly, like they usually have pretty good quarterbacks. They're pretty mobile, fast, can throw the ball, and they usually have great receivers. I just don't think that
they are losing CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, that man's a man for sure. I just don't think that they're real. I cannot put them in my top 6 even.
Okay.
I had LSU here. I think they're leading the NCAA in like guys that committed to the draft, which good for them. I love LSU right now.
Really become a big LSU
I love Coach O.
Yeah.
I love Joe Burrow.
God, he's so funny.
They're losing a lot of guys, but I mean, they had 2 years in a row of top 5 finishes in recruiting. I think.
Why would you not want to go play for Coach O?
Exactly.
He just got 80 dudes laid.
Absolutely.
Like Jesus Christ.
I don't see them having a problem being a powerhouse. I mean, they've been for a while. You know.
It's LSU.
I think they're gonna kind of give Bama a run for their money of being the team to be in the SEC of like where you want to go. All that. Loved those purple and white jerseys this year.
Oh yeah.
Loved them. I was really hoping to see those in the playoff, but I understand why they don't go with that. But yeah, I see them at 5. It's gonna be hard to fill in a lot of the places. Joe Burrow's shoes are gonna be big to fill, but I think it's just gonna be real dominant. I could see them losing a game. I think they play Bama pretty early.
It starts later in the year.
Or no, Florida early, Bama later. So I could see them losing either one of those games.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but I would like to see them as my first team out. Who'd you have at 6?
Hold on, I do want to get back to Oklahoma. Iowa State, October 17th. Brock Purdy is my dog. I love Brock Purdy.
Okay.
Little white kid from Pinnacle, or not Pinnacle, I'm sorry, from Perry here in Phoenix. Like,
we're in Tucson, but okay.
In the state, I mean.
Yeah.
Douche dick. Anyways, I like Brock Purdy.
Know, you know?
And then Texas in Dallas. Like, I guess, horns down forever.
Oh,
like,
big time
horns down.
Fuck
But
them.
I guess that's... Okay, so number 6. I have Penn State at number 6.
Sandusky, bro. No. They're
Joe
done.
Pa's making a return.
I like Penn State, bro, but they're not going to do it.
Okay, here's why.
They always do.
Sean Clifford's second year, who I don't think is bad. He reminds me of, like, kind of like Jimmy G. Like, he'll manage the game good enough.
Yeah.
They get Ohio State at home.
Yeah.
It's a big plus. And they have phenomenal running backs.
And the Penn
all young. Noah Kane, Ricky Slade, Journey Brown. Great.
And the Big Ten's weak, so they'll get a lot of wins in conference that look like they're stronger than they are.
Hold the phone because they have Iowa in October.
Well, that's good. Bet that one too, dude.
They are at Michigan.
If you want to get rich quick, bet Iowa at home anytime in October. You will win every time.
Every single time.
Every time. I mean, like I said, yeah, I like that. I like Penn State. I really do. I just can't get behind it.
Did you go there as a young boy?
I did not. Thank
like
God. Thank God. But I don't know. I just can't. I cannot see. I think that they've done it the last 2 years. You know, they get a lot of hype behind them, and
they were number 4 in the first rankings.
Yeah, and then I think a week or two after, they just literally shit the bed and just were done. So they do that they've done it the last 2 or 3 years. I can't get behind it. My number 6 is actually Oregon.
What the hell is Oregon? It's Oregon.
Sorry, I'm from the Midwest. Okay. But I don't know. They're gonna beat up on the Pac-12.
You obviously have Oregon with a loss because you have Ohio State won. So you have Ohio State beating Oregon.
Yeah, I just think they're going to be convincing the entire rest of the season. They're going to beat up on the Pac-12, win the Pac-12
Oregon's
championship.
AD is the head of the committee, so he's just shucking them
No,
off.
if you're part of the committee, you can.
No, he only leaves the room when they talk about Oregon.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought it was you can't you have to be completely impartial.
He only has to leave the room when they discuss Oregon.
Interesting. Well,
I'm not saying it's corrupt. I'm just saying like they seem to love Oregon.
That's true. I don't know. I think it's their year to shine. I think I think Herbert leaving is a blessing. I think he's good. I think he'll be a good pick for somebody in the NFL. Low, not high, but not low, but low for the first round.
Justin Herbert more likely to turn out Marcus Mariota or Patrick Mahomes. If he had to be more like one, which one would he be like?
I mean, it's going to be hard to put him. I don't think he's going to have as bad of a career as Mariota. But I definitely could see it being kind of like flashy where it's like, oh, this is why this guy was picked so high. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, oh, he's a bust.
Okay.
But I think Herbert's going to be a very solid quarterback in the NFL if he's on an okay team that like...
If he gets developed.
Like, if he goes to like San Diego, he'll have a great career.
Really?
To fall in line behind Phillip Rivers on the end of the road.
Is Phillip even playing this next year?
Probably. It's Phillip Rivers.
I just saw he moved his entire family to Florida.
Yeah, well,
permanently.
Who knows what's going on?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure.
I'm just saying. I mean, maybe not San Diego, but I think
I get
Herbert
what
will
you're
be
saying.
But I think him out of Oregon. Sorry.
Thank you.
Is going to be good for him and for them as well as
I don't
a team.
know who's their quarterback coming up.
I looked into it a little bit. I didn't get a name, but I heard he was like supposed to be pretty decent. I mean, they're one of the best teams on the West Coast. I mean, who doesn't want to go there for Nike and all that crap? So
yeah.
I had to address like Georgia and Auburn. I don't think Georgia is gonna be up there.
I was so close to putting Auburn in at 6. The only reason I didn't is because I'm like, if I have 2 SEC teams that I'm assuming both beat Auburn,
right?
But I mean, Auburn.
I like Auburn.
What Bo Nix are we gonna get?
Yeah, they're a wild card. If we're being honest, they always are. They're that team that can upset Bama in the Iron Bowl.
They're a team that looked like a national championship team against Bama.
Yeah, and then just looked terrible in other games.
Florida almost gave LSU arguably their closest game.
Yeah, my biggest question on them was Bo Nix. I don't know.
He was a freshman.
Yeah, and I understand.
Cut the kid a break.
Absolutely. I'm just saying like you said, I don't know what one we're gonna get. I'd like to see him.
If he gives another bad year, Bo Nix is a cousin fucker. calling it right now.
Whoa, no.
And I'm saying that on air. Bo Nix, come see me.
All right, yeah, there you have it. And also Auburn's losing a lot of guys on defense, which is one of their strong suits. Always, obviously, they're going to replenish them. It's the SEC. They're one of the best recruiters.
Yeah, I just don't know,
well.
so I couldn't put him in.
I couldn't put him in.
Georgia,
you're not.
done.
Yeah, you're done. Oklahoma, I don't believe in you, but you got yours. All right. The next segment would be again one of yours is tip the cap.
Yes.
Would you like to go first, or should I?
Why don't you go first?
All right.
Let you get this one.
Mine is to Conor McGregor and Mr. Cowboy that he beat up on. Tip the cap to both of them, actually. Glad to see Conor back. You got to love him. I know he's kind of an arsehole. A little bit, but I mean, I love him in the sport, and I just love to see him win. And then this just means more good fights to come along for whoever he decides
There's
to
no way
challenge.
we're not getting Conor Khabib again, right?
Now that he won in that fashion, it has to happen again, right?
Those shoulders he was giving to Cowboy's face, oh, God.
It was just
That was worse than the kick to me. The kick, beautiful kick.
I mean,
right where you want it on the chin.
All four of the shoulders just looked so painful.
Yeah, like they didn't look good.
Real time, I didn't really think it was that big of a deal. But then, like, when they slowed it down after the fight, I'm like, oh my God.
So I don't get like the MMA and everything. Like, they will just keep replaying and replay, like, the most graphic. Like, I don't
love it, man.
It's cool, but it's like,
love it.
Why are you doing, like, we get it.
I know that those guys are good buddies. They have good respect for each other outside of the ring. And we saw that right after the fight happened. They were very good to each other. And Conor was hugging Cowboy's mom and all that.
Oh, his grandma.
Oh, his grandma.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I saw that today.
Didn't she? We thought when I was watching, we thought we saw her mouth like you're supposed to let him last like another round or something.
I don't know. But
I mean, it was great to see Conor back. I really did think he was going to come out like that, guns blazing. I thought it was very interesting.
He looked a lot more composed than I've seen him.
Yes.
I mean, it was 30 seconds, 40 seconds, whatever it was, but
yeah, I think he's changed a little bit of a fighting style. I think the swagger and the cockiness is still there.
In the big fights he's going to have to last longer than 2 rounds.
Yeah, I think so too. So it was a good fight. I tipped the cap to Cowboy. He was a really good sport after the...
Did you see the pay difference too?
Did not. What was
Conor McGregor, regardless, was guaranteed $3 million. I don't know about after, since he won. The best case if Cowboy won, he got $400,000.
Really?
I mean, I'd fight him for $400,000, but
yeah, I mean, Cowboy's pretty old.
I mean, we watched the fight for McGregor. You didn't turn it on for Cowboy.
Exactly, and
but that just seems like a lot.
Also, had to mention all the fights beforehand sucked.
Terrible. Holly Holm.
Co-main event, just not. I mean, I don't know, like if you paid to go to the fight or paid to watch it or whatever. Like, I don't know if you're mad, more that like watching the prelims and like you're like, okay, this is boring and they're like not doing anything, or if you're more mad that the main event only lasted 30 to 40 seconds. I think I'd rather watch that main event and pay money for that.
Yeah, Holly
every day
Holm's
of the week. Like,
fight was about. I don't even know how you scored that fight because nothing.
I couldn't believe she won. Like,
I wasn't shocked. I mean,
I think she won before they went into it. Like,
yeah,
once they went to the replays, they didn't show anything for the other girl.
I mean, neither of them did a damn thing.
No,
really.
But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I mean, no one cares. But that was mine. Love to see Conor back. One of my favorite things now is that I know, like, I don't know that the whiskey's bad. Proper 12.
It's bad.
Yeah, I've heard it's terrible.
So disgusting.
I don't care. I'm sure
Vietnam flashbacks.
Conor, I'm sure it's great. Can't wait to try it legally. But I love that it is a sponsor inside the ring. I love that. Yeah. I think it is hilarious. I love it. All right, you want to go to yours?
Yeah, so I'm actually going to tip my cap to the Houston Astros and their players, their Twitter. I don't know if it's a positive tip the cap, but the amount of nuts that these human beings have after we have caught you cheating. You are the biggest cheaters I have ever seen in my life.
I mean, it just got worse and worse.
And they're on Twitter like, it doesn't matter. We'll be in the World Series. And, like, we have no idea. This is, like, are you kidding me? Like, I'll tip the cap. Like, I couldn't sit there and do that. And these dudes are straight, like, they're in, like, shock that they're under this scrutiny or this. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, it's
are
bad.
Absolutely.
It's really bad.
Retard. Like Jose Altuve.
Hold there.
What?
Continue.
No, I'm just saying it's just Altuve, you're a bum. I didn't want my jersey ripped off because my wife would get mad. You're a pro athlete, dickhead. Like,
I mean,
shut
if you've
up.
ever gone on his Instagram, he posts
He
photos all
posts
the time.
everything.
And plenty of times before he's gotten his jersey ripped
And you
off.
were just randomly waiting on an 84-mile-an-hour slider from Chapman who throws 105. Like,
To be fair, watching that game, I mean, I couldn't believe that the Yankees threw two. That was the second slider in a row that he put outside, high and outside. I mean, high for Altuve is like fucking at your shins, but
2 inches off the ground.
But I mean, and I'm not saying they definitely cheated. They definitely did on that pitch.
only tipping the cap because of
Chapman
how
knew. Big time.
Come on.
And
But, I mean, you watch the videos, like the trash can, like, you want to steal the side?
Jose
Get a dude on
Altuve-
second. You got George Springer hits 200 doubles a year.
Jose Altuve did not. Once he got out of the dog pile at home, which did not last very long. After rounding third and saying, "Don't rip my jersey off,"
Yeah.
he went straight into the locker room, came back with only the his pants on, obviously, and just the championship shirt, not an undershirt, not his jersey.
Yeah,
so he changed, took his wire off, and then proceeded to celebrate with his.
And then they have ex-players literally,
yes,
like, we're cheating.
yes,
Like,
definitely.
So, tip the cap to you guys for
Tip the cap to
defending
the actual Twitter of
Yeah.
people that are like investigating it, because some of them are just clueless. But I went through some of the threads and they are hilarious. 'Cause none of like the actual
pull
ESPN
it up right here.
analysts are like wanting to talk about it.
We can put this on the screen because I
Yeah.
think it's funny, but I'm just gonna show you now.
Like none of like the real like analysts want to talk about it because
Just
like
feels like there's a buzz in the air. Like, who the like? What are you doing?
dude, I mean,
that's the Houston Astros verified Twitter. Like, I'll fucking props to you, but like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Like Patriots, we know you're cheaters. You kind of let it die. These dudes are straight like they don't even care. Like,
yeah, it's bad.
it's
Really bad. Great for the sport of baseball though,
I guess
because I mean it keeps them in the conversation.
yeah,
You know, notorious for being a boring sport, but hell, this is a hell of a story.
yeah.
But no, I just love how everyone on Twitter is just blowing everything up.
Twitter
It's
and
so
social
great.
media is the funniest stuff
It is
I have
great.
ever seen. Like,
It's
wow.
amazing. All right, so should we move on to the next?
Yeah, we're going to
All
the
right, that would
next
be
big one.
our NBA and NCAA basketball recap.
Yeah, and NBA is
Kind of don't care, to be
Kind-
honest with
yeah,
you.
you're-
It's pretty boring. Same thing every year, minus the fact that everyone wants
just
to
where
shit
did
on the Warriors.
LeBron recruit every All-Star to this year?
Hey, he's leaving. AD is leaving. I'm not saying he's going to Chicago, but he's leaving.
That's fine. LeBron will get 20 more.
Here's an update on the standings. We got the Milwaukee Bucks are number one in the East.
Okay.
Have
Miami
been-
Heat.
Miami Heat.
I
are number
would
2.
love to see the Miami Heat.
Love it. Raptors at 3, Celtics at 4, Pacers at 5, Sixers at 6, which is kind of underwhelming.
Yeah, really. Well, Embiid's hurt right now.
Yeah, I mean they'll figure it out. Hey,
They'll be in the playoffs.
props to Ben Simmons. That man can hit a 3.
He did, yeah.
Love it. And then you got the Magic, who is nice to see. You know, different.
Yeah, I don't
Markelle Fultz is
know if
looking
they're
a little
gonna.
fun.
Markelle Fultz relearned how to play basketball again.
Good for him.
I'm sure.
And then you got the Brooklyn Nets on number 8.
Just got Kyrie back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for the Brooklyn Nets if they can keep it together next year.
Yeah,
When they get KD.
I mean, that's what we
Kyrie,
knew.
yeah.
We knew going into this
but if
season.
they can make it to the playoffs, maybe get a couple more pieces.
Yeah,
KD comes.
exactly.
I'm looking big for the Brooklyn.
I do want to point out that the Magic and the Nets are both losing teams in the playoffs. So shout out to the NBA. The Magic are only 3 games behind. They're 20 and 23, and then the Nets are 18 and 23. But then you got the Pistons looking out at 9 at 16 and 27, and the Bulls at 10 and 16 and 28.
Chicago sports really looking up this year, huh?
Oh yeah, big time. Cool, yeah.
Who is last in the East?
The Atlanta Hawks.
Trey Young
Yeah.
put up about 55 a game.
I don't.
He is like James Harden that
Yes.
literally has nobody. It's basically what he's doing this year.
Enough said.
Yeah.
In the West, you know, you got the Lakers, and the Clippers at top. Not really a surprise there. Lakers are playing really good basketball.
I mean, you look at the team, like they should.
I mean, yeah. I think it'll be interesting to see them in the playoffs because I don't think they're very deep. But I do want to point out that having Anthony Davis, JaVale McGee, and Dwight Howard on the same team to where you can rotate them in and out to have some of the biggest people in the league on the floor at all times. Is
I mean,
pretty,
Dwight Howard's kind of playing like I remember Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he's having good games. I mean,
Is he gay?
What? I don't think
No,
so.
there was some stuff coming around like he was like.
I know
gay.
he owns snakes. A lot of snakes. He's a weird guy.
Does that make you gay?
No, I'm just.
No,
He likes having snakes.
someone let me know that watches this because I'm confused if he's gay.
But I mean, I like seeing Caruso on highlights.
Oh,
I
love
enjoy
Caruso.
it. He's the GOAT right
He really
there.
is.
You got Nuggets at 3. You know,
Jokic.
And was it Jamal Murray? He's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
So you got the Jazz at 4.
That's just another team that'll make it every year, but ain't gonna do nothing.
Yep. You got the Mavs at 5. I love
Luka
Doncic. I love him. Mark
He is
Cuban, best owner in the league.
Yeah, Mark Cuban is the GOAT.
It is fun watching the Dallas Mavericks play basketball. I enjoy it.
No, I love Luka. I like the Mavericks.
I like Porzingis there. I like the Matt Boban. I love to see it. It's great.
Oh,
I love seeing those 3 on the court at the same time.
You see Boban hit a 3?
Yes.
Wow. That was
prime time NBA right there.
Yeah.
Houston Rockets coming at number 6.
So
fuck the Rockets.
Yeah.
Love it.
Westbrook, Harden. That's for both of you.
Big time. Then we got OKC right behind the Rockets. Kind of ironic.
Chris Paul.
I mean, the NBA is at a point where you've got like a good amount of teams that are just beating everyone and barely losing. So then the rest of the teams are just kind of like, we're there,
fillers.
and some of them are just there a little bit more than the rest of them. And then coming in at 8 is the Grizzlies.
Yeah. John Morant.
Yeah, he's pretty electric. He's pretty excited.
He did decline the offer to the dunk contest, which
Unfortunate.
I was a little upset about.
But probably smart on his part, though.
Probably smart.
Number 9 looking in is the Spurs. Gotta love Pop.
Pop. Becky Hammond.
Yeah, she's great, actually. Did you see she made him challenge that play and they got it back?
And they won the game.
Against the Heat. Number 2 Heat. They're good.
Apparently. Yeah. No.
Go Jimmy Buckets, And then
he banged Cat's girl though.
Did he?
Yeah, he fucked Karl-Anthony Towns' girl.
Karl-Anthony Towns.
When they were on the Timberwolves.
I love Jimmy Butler.
Oh, that's so badass.
I love him. And then 10 looking in is the Phoenix Suns.
They just have
have their moments. They really do. They look good sometimes. They have pieces,
Devin Booker.
Shout out DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Devin Booker.
Booker's great sometimes.
They just can't figure it out.
Yeah, they need pieces. They need help, but it's probably not gonna happen. So that is the Golden State Warriors are still the worst team of basketball.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone
I swear
loves to see
to God, if they get Giannis next year,
there's no way.
They'd
have 3 guys on the max plus Giannis.
Well, they had Clay, Steph, and Kevin Durant.
He wasn't on a max, and he was on a short-term deal.
Yeah, but I'm saying Giannis could do the same thing.
He could, but I doubt
get a
it.
ring. I hope he doesn't.
I don't think Giannis is the same mentality.
Oh, for sure not. But if he does go there,
I think Giannis is either going to stay in Milwaukee or he's going to get help, right? And get help, or he's going to go somewhere like.
And they don't got a Middleton. Great sport player. Great player.
I mean, I like what the Bucks are doing. Like going into the playoffs last year. I mean, it was Giannis is unstoppable.
Giannis has been shooting too lately.
Yes.
If he gets
added
hot,
that to his game.
It's over.
But I mean, he was unstoppable last year as the MVP, and the plan was put 4 guys on the court that can shoot if he gets double teamed inside or stopped inside, so he can kick it out and we'll knock it down. And that plan just kind of fell apart in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And it just didn't work out. They didn't really add a lot of guys in the offseason. They kind of just kept what they had, and I could see him leaving. I completely would understand it. I don't know what they're going to do.
I really don't want him to see him go to Golden State because
as long as
I hate the Warriors.
I don't hate the Warriors because I think they're one of the teams that kind of did it right outside of the Kevin Durant thing. Okay, they drafted Draymond Green, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson, and we're gonna hate on them for it. Like, sorry that their draft turned out.
Oh, I'm not hating on for that.
And then KD, I mean, like they have they have the right to sign players, and like if
I just don't like the super teams. I never.
Oh, neither do I, but that's what the NBA is made of. It's like you can't.
No, I know.
Thank
you, LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, they did it back with the Celtics. Did it with Paul Pierce and Ray Allen and
they were
KG.
there.
I'm just saying, like it's a super team.
No, I don't. If you get a super team, fine. But if you go out of your way to make one, eat my ass.
Yeah,
like, we're not about that.
All right. Love D'Angelo Russell though. Ice in his veins. All right.
Yeah.
On to what I've been looking forward to the most is the college basketball segment. The literal shit show of NCAA men's college basketball. Things I wanted to hit on here. I really wanted to just kind of read you the preseason top 25.
Okay.
And then read you the one that just got released today.
Yeah.
And just kind of let you go on it, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
So the preseason top 25, starting at number 1, we had Michigan State.
Michigan State will not be ranked lower than 3, no matter if the team got We Are Marshalled or whatever. It doesn't. They love them.
And number 2, we have Kentucky,
Fair.
Kansas,
Fair.
Duke,
Uh-huh.
Louisville, Florida, Maryland, Gonzaga, North Carolina, Villanova, Virginia, Seton Hall, Texas Tech, Memphis, Oregon, Baylor, Utah State, Ohio State, Xavier, St. Mary's, Arizona,
Bear down.
bear now, LSU, Purdue, Auburn, and then VCU. Today,
Oh, yeah. What?
released the new top 25. So we've got Baylor.
How in the... I just don't understand how in the shit Baylor passed Gonzaga. Like, I hate Gonzaga. Like, a lot. But
Baylor's 15-1 and Gonzaga's 20-1.
Yeah, like, so why do they pass them, though? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because I don't get why they'd pass. I mean, if you look at it from just like right now, not looking.
Didn't
in the
they
past,
play?
No.
Baylor and Gonzaga have not played.
They each have one loss. Baylor's losses to Washington.
Oh, Baylor played Oregon.
Yeah. So Baylor's one loss is to Washington.
Yeah.
67. Okay. Gonzaga's loss is to Michigan.
Michigan, who was a number 1 ranked team.
Who knows
who was
why?
hot.
Who cares? They were not good. They're now like not even ranked again, and they're like second to last in the Big Ten. Like it's just no, they're not good. They should have never been at number 1. I think the NCAA just decided to be like, let's just fuck with everyone's rankings this year in football and basketball, and just do a random drawing every week.
It's about what it seems like.
Yeah. Let me read this off to you, and then we'll go through the big stupid choices. Gonzaga's at number 2. You got Kansas, San Diego State, Florida State, Louisville, Dayton, Duke, Villanova, Seton Hall, Michigan State, Oregon, Butler, West Virginia, Kentucky, Auburn, Maryland, Texas Tech, Iowa, Memphis, Illinois, shout out, Arizona, who beat Illinois, Colorado, Rutgers, and Houston.
San Diego State. Let me just get started on San Diego.
Go ahead.
San Diego State is the literal Clemson of
Absolutely.
NCAA basketball.
Absolutely.
You guys have not played anybody.
Yeah,
And you are just banking on
I looked at
everybody
their schedule.
losing.
They're
They're
bad.
so bad.
It's so weak.
It's so weak. Kansas, I don't know how many. They have
They've got
decent
good
losses.
Villanova
Good losses.
by 1, Duke by 2.
Dude, that was on opening night.
And yeah, like what are you gonna? And that was what like.
I will
3-4
give to
something
Baylor.
like that?
Baylor's beaten Arizona. They've beaten Oregon. They've beaten. That was at Kansas. Like
Yeah, they
Baylor's-
look good.
They look. I just don't know how you pass Gonzaga.
I don't. Yeah, I
honestly.
don't get that logic. But I mean, at 1 and 2, they're interchangeable.
Florida State. Because Florida.
They
No,
lost
that
to
was
Indiana
Auburn.
by 80-64, and Pitt 63-61.
I just
not
don't get
good
why
losses,
they're
but-
up because those really aren't good losses. If this was Indiana of a couple years ago, I guess.
Yeah, but it's not. And then that's it. All I got on here. But now let's roll into where our teams were. To start at Michigan State. Just go off. Go ahead.
I mean, Michigan State.
They're now 14-4. So
No, they're gonna do the same bullshit where every
Every
year
year.
they
Gotta love Izzo, though.
look like they forgot how to play basketball.
shout out to Izzo.
They'll get into the tournament and then for no goddamn reason win, or at least make it to the Final Four, and you won't
And
know
then you'll-
why.
and
You'll
then you'll
have
look
no
like, why are
reason,
you- and
and
then
you'll
they'll play
look
like,
like the
why are you
best
here?
team ever.
And then they should.
I'm just tired of when they do this shit where they're ranked so high, suck ass for a long time, and then make it to the tournament. We'll say give them a top 5 seed, and then just win the shit. Like, why? Make up your mind how you want to play basketball for more than 5 seconds,
Yeah.
please.
Kentucky. They lost to Evansville.
Oh yeah, good luck at home. By the way, at home.
By 3. They lost to Utah by 3. They
Utah, not good at all.
Nope. They lost to Ohio State. By
Yeah, fuck Ohio State
6.
because like out of nowhere had such a spurt of good games, and then fell off.
Yeah. And then they lost to South Carolina by 3. So
I'm not saying those are good losses,
not good losses, close games.
especially Evansville at home.
bad
Very
loss.
bad
Very
loss.
bad loss.
Where the hell is Evansville?
I believe it's Illinois.
Is it? I have no idea.
I have a feeling.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. Someone let us know. No one will, but it's okay.
Probably not.
Florida, you wanted to make a note of. They're 12-5.
Florida, yeah. What the hell are you doing?
Started out at 6. They lost to Florida State, UConn, Butler, Mizzou. I don't have the other loss on here. It probably wasn't relevant.
But yeah, so they have Blackshear, who is about the only player on their team that should be a Division I basketball player. But then they go out, what was it, yesterday or the day before, and they shit stomp Auburn,
Yeah.
who was number 4, and playing phenomenal. And they beat them by, I think beat them by 22, 20, something like that. Like, I mean, don't get why we can't get a couple teams that decide.
The theme here is that basketball this year is fucked. I don't know what is going to happen.
Yeah, like it's literally
for our brackets when we do that.
I mean,
in March.
I might be biased, Arizona basketball fan, but what?
Oh, we'll get to them. We'll get to them. Just hold off on them. The next one I'm also very excited for is the University of North Carolina.
Oh God, yeah.
Chapel Hill.
Where's your go Tar Heels on this one?
I can't do it.
Michael Jordan went to North Carolina.
I don't know what happened. They're 8-9.
Oh, solid.
A lot of losses here. They lost to Michigan, who was a number 1. Ohio State by a lot. Virginia. They lost to Wofford. They lost to Gonzaga. They lost to Georgia Tech. They lost to fucking Clemson. And then they lost to Pitt. So, I mean, a lot of losses. And a lot of those were back-to-back to back-to-back. I mean, I think they're on like a 3-game losing streak currently.
Roy Williams, I think he's about to
gotta hang it up.
Joe Pod, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love him, but you gotta hang it up.
Yeah, North Carolina, you are the biggest disappointment. They are a team, though, I guess, if they get in the tournament, just being North Carolina could do some dumb shit.
Yeah, they will if they get in the tournament. I don't see how you give a team that's has 9 losses now.
I mean, they still got to play Duke again.
Yeah, it's over. Another big one, Memphis.
Kind of.
I mean, it is their fault.
Hardaway, rest in peace.
They're 14-3. I mean, I think they're still currently ranked. So
and they lost James Wiseman. That whole.
Yeah, I mean, so it's not really the school's fault or the team. I mean,
it's 100% their
fault.
Like
it is, but then, like Wiseman could have stayed, and he said, "No, I'm just going to go to the league." So
chasing that paper.
I mean, I don't blame him either.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, they lost to Oregon, Georgia, and Wichita State. So I mean, Oregon, I guess, is a good loss, but Georgia by 3 and Wichita State by 9. Like.
Yeah, I mean, Georgia's not.
Remember those days
when
Wichita State was just like
shockers.
Shit. Don't understand. Came out of nowhere and then just kind of stayed there for a couple years and then it was like
relevant now.
Yeah. Another big one. The last one would be the Wildcats, University of Arizona. Bear down.
Oh man.
We are now sitting at a 13-5. Season. We are right where we started for the preseason rankings, I believe. Or we
they got that right. No, we were 22 or 24?
We started at 21. We are currently 22. So, I mean, somehow they've hung around after they lost a lot of games and they kind of hung around in the top 25. They have a talented team. I want them to.
One week they're a championship team, and 1 week they're the local YMCA boys club team. Like, I don't get it. And it pisses me off too because they will stick around in every game. They'll make you watch it till the end before they disappoint you.
Yeah. Yeah, they will. They really. I mean, the
Baylor at Baylor, tough place to play. The score, I'm not. What was the final score of that one?
63-58. So I mean, it was close.
I don't think
it really wasn't. But
whatever.
They
do that. Gonzaga.
I mean, Nico is good. Josh Green is good. Like, they've got good guys. Sean Miller's a good coach. I don't care how corrupt you think he is. I'm all for him.
Sean Miller's innocent.
Absolutely.
100% innocent.
Absolutely innocent.
Gonzaga, they will never beat Gonzaga, so I'm not even worried about it.
84-80. That was a good game, too. That was a really good game.
Yeah, that actually was a good game. St. John's. What the fuck?
Arguably an okay loss. Like, they're not ranked or anything, but, like,
But it's like Arizona
and it
takes 4 years to respond to a loss.
I mean, that wasn't at home. Wasn't that in a tournament, right? It was in, like, some...
It was in a tournament.
Yeah. And then that was by 3. Oregon
oh my God!
By 1.
You control a game for 39 minutes, and just give it away.
Yeah.
Like,
and then like
Oregon State. Right, I'm not sure what the hell we're doing there.
That one we're just gonna not talk.
Don't even point to me because I don't. There wasn't a game.
Yeah.
That was Oregon State shoot around.
Horrible.
And then we come back and smash Utah and smash shit out of Colorado, who's a good team.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Pick what you guys want to be.
Yeah.
So I don't need to look.
It is like to the team's defense and to Sean Miller's defense. Like this is completely opposite of what they normally have. Like we've said it before. Like they normally have like a team that's very defensively sound and can then just struggle to score. Where now it's like we can score all we want until we really need to, and then we don't know what to do on defense. And
Yeah,
I mean, we were a top 5 recruiting class or top 10
Chase
at
Jeter
least.
needs to get his head out of his ass first of all.
They have a lot of different problems.
Zeke Nnaji can't do it all by himself.
Yeah, I mean he's trying. He's doing a hell of a job.
Doing a good job, but Chase Jeter needs to really step up.
So I mean, college basketball, it's a shit show. I'm excited to get into a March Madness segment.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm going to do, but
I don't think
it'll be a fun time.
This is just pissing me off.
Trump did a bracket right last year?
Probably. I don't know.
Oh, that'll be a good.
I know
one this
Obama
year.
did them.
Obama, or no, he still does them.
I'm probably still Obama.
I
don't know.
That'll be interesting too. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll probably do like another way too early. It won't be that early, but we'll do our top 4 or whatever the 1 seeds. Or I don't know. What we'll do, but we'll get that. All right. I guess moving on, we're gonna get into our last couple of segments. The ones that'll more to get to know us. Obviously, we got a lot of viewers that are friends or family. So to those of you that don't know me, you'll get to know me a little bit better, and then to those of you that don't know Joe, you'll get to know him. Hopefully a little bit. Do you want to start, or I know so this segment's gonna be called Guys versus Google. Don't care if you don't like the name, we're sticking with it. Idea here is you pick a question. We pick 3 questions, and we search them, and then the first answer that's on Google is one we use for the answer. I'm thinking this is either going to stump the other person or get a funny response, whatever. And then we're going to try to keep a point system on them. We're going to decide if whoever wins, and then at some point when someone reaches a certain total, there might be a punishment.
Yes.
If I win, you're wearing a Mitch Trubisky jersey, and you're going to tell him how much you love him and think how great he is.
Mitch can blow me.
Not that day. But anyway, do you want to start or should I?
We'll go back and forth. I'll give you one question, and then you give me one.
All right.
Who is the most viewed porn star right now in 2020?
Oh my God, I don't know.
Oh yeah, sure. Sure, okay.
I don't know any of the names. I mean, the only one I know off the bat, but I know she didn't do porn anymore, is Mia Khalifa. So I know it's not her.
Gotta take a guess.
I don't know. Is it Joe Kidd?
No.
Unfortunately not. Damn. I'm gonna make it Joe Kidd. Who is it?
It is Lana Rhoades right now in 2020.
Is that the chick that? No.
Chill out, Gregory.
Who's the one that flashed?
That's just like a.
Isn't her last name Rose though, or something like that?
No, her last name is Rhodes. That girl is Julia Rose.
Julia Rose. Oh yeah, you know her fucking name. Yeah.
My friend told me.
Oh, gotcha. All right, mine.
So you are 0 for 1.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be an 0 for 3. Who or what is the oldest beer company in the world and the U.S.? This is a 2-pointer, but it's for
in the world and in the U.S.
I'm confident you will not get either of these.
Yeah.
If you know this, I will be very, very impressed.
In the U.S., I'm gonna have to say Rolling Rock.
No, it is like Yuengling or something
Yuengling.
like that. Yuengling.
Okay.
Pennsylvania. Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
In the world, I'm going to go with, man, I don't know.
Do you want a hint of the country? You should not be surprised. It's Germany.
Is it?
I don't think that'll help you with the name, though.
Hefeweizen?
It's like Weihefstan Abbey or Abbey.
Yeah, good question. I would have got that right.
I'm trying to hand out points here. Go ahead.
All right, name the only continent that does not have a McDonald's.
Antarctica.
That is correct.
Yes. Okay, good. I got one.
That was an easy one.
That was an easy one. All right. If a person is born both deaf and blind, what language do they see or hear in their head?
Ask Helen Keller. I don't know. They don't.
So they don't think?
They think, but
what do they think?
Like if you're ask someone who's blind, they don't see. Like if you're born blind, you don't see black. You just see nothing.
Right.
So if you're born deaf and blind, I'm gonna say you think like
the voice in your head. What would that be?
If there's an answer?
Yeah. I was very surprised that there was.
Is it Arabic? I don't know.
It says that some deaf-blind people, regardless of whether they were born or became deaf-blind, might think in tactile sign language or braille if they use either or both every day and often. Oh, for two, Joe. Come on, man.
All right. How much money does the I'm feeling lucky actually cost Google as 1% of its users searches it and bypasses all advertising?
Oh, fuck. It's got to be in billions, right?
I don't know. What is it?
$6.9 billion.
110 million per year.
Damn, I overshot it by a lot. But
Not
all right,
close.
I'm not mad. I
One
got
for
one.
three?
I
Not
got one.
bad.
You might be able to get this one. What color underwear do major league umpires have to wear?
They would have to wear black.
Absolutely correct.
Yes.
So that way, if according to CBS, if their pants split, you can't see as much or whatever.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes plenty of sense.
It really does.
All right. So then on from that. So I guess we tied. Well, what the fuck?
Well, we're gonna keep a tally.
Yeah, I guess.
You'll see it on the screen.
We'll go to just questions. We were gonna kind of title this "Embarrassing Questions," but it's more just questions.
More just questions.
To get
to know us a little bit.
Yeah.
Might be a little funny. I'll go first. How many people can someone sleep with before you secretly judge them?
Ooh. If I had to put a number on it, I don't know, but I feel I don't know. Are they all these intimate relationships? Are they just hookups? What the hell?
No,
Joe?
you're meeting a female,
Okay.
a nice, respectable girl, and you guys are going well, but then you're wondering about the body count. What's the number where you're like,
I think 5.
5?
Once it's past 5, I'd be like, whoa. So we're still pretty young. So
Right. No, yeah.
You've been around, huh?
Yeah.
One thing,
you got to look at the timeline too.
Exactly.
How?
Yeah. You more than welcome to get around. I don't care. But if I had to be like, oh, okay. It would catch me off guard a little bit. I think 5 or above.
Okay.
My first one is going to be, what's the dumbest thing you've ever bought for yourself or for someone else? If you purchased it, dumbest thing ever. Not necessarily regret it, but you're just you probably wouldn't talk about it.
I saw an Instagram ad once that was offering electric scooters and inflatable hot tubs for $20 each, and I bought both of them. And they shipped from Argentina about 8 months ago. And, never got those. So, I would say probably that was pretty stupid. I was planning on riding it around my place and then putting the hot tub in the backyard, but...
Hell yeah, dude.
So
all right.
That's probably the stupidest
Much
thing.
better answer than I expected. Hell yeah. Okay.
All right. Describe your very first date you ever went on. Give us some wins and losses of how that went.
Okay.
We don't need a name.
Not gonna give you a name. That girl, we went to the movies. Wins. What do you write? Oh my! What you taking notes here?
Yeah. I learn from the best.
So we went to the movies. Let her pick the movie. Get to that one in a second.
Did you pay?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And this is prior to me having a license, so my mom didn't have to pick us up. I think we had to go to the store after, so we waited in the car. Kind of weird. Got my first kiss out of it.
Nice.
Losses. You want to know what movie we saw?
Yeah.
Take a guess.
I don't know what year this was.
Yeah, good point. We saw The Hobbit.
Wow.
Her choice, by the way.
Super romantic.
Very. Great story. Never seen The Lord of the Rings.
I mean,
Never.
You watched The Hobbit. She was just previewing for when you pulled out your penis.
That is your opinion, Joe. No disclosure. All right. Mine would be, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
I'd say I like to be more open-minded sometimes.
Why? What are you close-minded about, Joe?
I've gotten a lot better, but you know what you know, and then something else comes about. And it's a little scary sometimes to change the way you're thinking or doing things, but sometimes for the better. Sometimes not, but, you know, be open to more new ideas.
Where's my pen? Not what I would have written down for you, but I had a couple.
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding.
You know,
anyway, go ahead.
The world ends next week, and you can do anything, even if it's illegal. What would it be?
Straight purge or what? Like,
I mean, pretty much. Like, you know the world's ending in a week. You got a week to do whatever you want. What are you doing?
Ooh. How is the world ending? Like, the world's gonna blow up and die, or oh shit. What would I do?
I don't know.
I probably first day would go golfing one last time, so then I try to get a good score, and then get mad, and after that probably would go steal like a sick ass car, and then just like drive around and do a bunch of hood rat shit with my friends. I don't know. That's a tough one. Like, if you only got a week, like, it's not a lot of. It's like you think you'd have a lot of fun, but you know.
Yeah.
Be kind of depressing. Like,
you definitely do some illegal
stuff. Does everyone else know, or is it just me that knows?
Everybody else knows.
Oh, that's really fucked up.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'd definitely do some illegal stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. All right, my last question to you is, how old were you when your parents sat you down for the talk, and what did they say or not say about the birds and the bees?
Yeah, I mean, I never really got the talk. I mean,
your dad just took one look at you straight out the window. He's a pro. He's got it.
I mean, I'd like to think so. If you don't ask any of my previous relationships, they, probably wouldn't agree, but I'd like to think so. But either way, yeah, no, I don't ever remember getting the talk, or like, I knew it was always kind of like, there was like moments, I think, with my parents where they were like once I started dating, they were like, make sure, like, if you need condoms, like, let you know, but you're never gonna ask your parents for like,
right.
Yeah, but like, I don't remember them sitting me down. It was always kind of like, so, like,
so.
But yeah, no, it was, it was.
Bro, I remember. I never really got one either. My grandpa tried. Really weird. I don't know why he decided. Like, I think he kind of just spurred the moment. It's like, sure, let's try this. And he was telling me his story. Didn't really know where it was going until like the last part of the story. And he he's telling the story, and it's about his buddy that he had in high school. And I'm like, oh wow, we're really going back, And he said, like, his buddy didn't really care for school that much, so like he wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do his homework, but like wouldn't be caught reading for, if he didn't have to be, all that crap. And he says, like, this one like week, he just, every time he saw his buddy, he just had his nose in this book. And I'm like, and again, I don't know where this story's going, so I'm just like, okay, like, what are you gonna tell me? And he's like, yeah. So I finally asked him, like, what are you doing, And he's like, oh, here, read this. And I read it, and and he's like, I'm like, so what was the book? And he's like, it was a porno. I'm like, oh god, great. And I'm like,
they had
what?
to read that shit.
Yeah, they read it back then. And he's like, so I'm like, what? And he's like,
why need both hands?
True.
Like, how you read and then
you need both hands?
I mean, like, one on my phone.
Oh.
If I'm flipping
pages,
like, is it hard copy? If it's not, it's folded out. Like,
I believe he said it was hard copy.
Hold like a flashlight. Like, what do you do? Are they candlelight? I don't know.
It was very crazy. I'm like, okay. And then he kind of was just trying to say, I'm like, he's like, oh, just be safe out there. You're gonna do that. I'm like, whoa there, Grandpa. I got
it's not a talk you want.
I got
especially with the internet and kids out there. Like, they're gonna figure it out. Like,
yeah, yeah. It was a very funny conversation. I think my mom kind of, was a little bit relieved she didn't have to worry about.
Yeah.
That it was kind of funny, able to laugh it off, tell a story about it now to tens of people. Hopefully.
And tens of people.
But hell yeah. So that's all we got, right?
I think that's all we got for this first one here.
All right. Well, we just want to say thank you for those guys for all of you that tuned in, whether it was on YouTube, podcasts, Spotify, wherever. We appreciate it. We really want feedback. We want to hear from you guys.
Don't be too harsh.
If there is negative, give us some stuff to work on.
In
Obviously, this isn't
way.
going to be perfect. It's the first episode, but we want to learn from it. We do want to put the effort in to get this thing big.
A better show out for everybody out there.
If you guys have any suggestions for segments or things we could do better, let us know.
If we're ugly, can't do anything for you.
And we both already kind of know that. So.
Is what it is.
Yeah, and you're not going to
We will have all of our social media handles, everything on the screen for you guys to see. So if you want to give us a follow, that's where you can give us the feedback, all that good stuff.
Yeah, we'll have our personal ones and then also the ones for the account for the podcast.
We do have a lot of pretty good ideas coming, so in the future. So I think it's only going to get better from
pretty good time to start. The next episode you guys will hear from us will be after the Super Bowl, a reaction to that. I think that following weekend there's another UFC fight, so that'll be cool to talk about. Basketball's heating up for both college and professional.
All-Star weekend for NBA is coming up soon.
Yeah, so it'll be good. We hope to hear from you guys, and just thanks for watching. Appreciate it.